One of those at the Nebraska Cattlemen's annual meeting is AFAN, and joining us now is Willow Holoubek, who is Executive Director for AFAN, which is the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska. And Willow, not only beef, but really all the livestock you are heavily involved in trying to continue to see that be successful in the state.
We are, Ken. Livestock development is our #1 issue with AFAN. And so at our annual meeting that we just recently held, we really celebrated all of our successes in diversification, a brand new farmer who has never raised livestock before and now has a finishing pig barn. We've talked about lowering your input costs by using animal nutrient and how that can help row crop people. And we've also talked about taking that leap and bringing the next generation home. With higher land prices, this is a way that we can create another income stream from the farm and bring them home.
Let's look back just a little bit of how AFAN has continued to develop, if you will, over the years. Always kind of that background of supporting the industry, making sure that it stays positive, but it continues to move on, though, to where you've maybe taken a little bit different tactic as far as what exactly AFAN is doing.
We have, Ken. You know, AFAN is about 9 years old, and we all know that farming is not the same as it was 9 years ago, and AFAN is not the same as it was 9 years ago. We try to stay very nimble so that we can be efficient and effective in how we help the Nebraska farmer and rancher. So we're constantly looking at projects, way that we can take advantage of opportunities that come to us. We are now more heavily in livestock development than we've ever been with AFAN. We are supporting that producer. We will go out and help them with permitting, and really what our role today is connecting people who want the opportunity with those who can offer it.
It sounds like that you're making progress as we continue to see other media reports, other folks talking about bringing in either those beginning farmers or other larger operations to utilize the things that are available, the inputs that are available in Nebraska. So I think probably make you feel good, especially the dairy industry. Nebraska, not only you and others, have made a real big push to bring more dairies here.
You know, we have been very concentrated on bringing more dairies here because of the wealth that it can create within our state. But you know, this is a long haul, Ken. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And what we do today will affect the numbers 4 and 5 years from now. So sometimes it's hard to quantify your success. But as we have more people talking about agriculture and especially livestock today, we feel that we're well on our way to making a difference.
Just a few days ago, you had your annual meeting as you talked about your success stories, but also kind of set the trail that AFAN is going now down the road, and sustainability, a huge part of that.
Sustainability is really a buzzword today. The consumers think about it. Just about everyone talks about sustainability. And this whole last year, I've come to realize that we need to define it for ourselves in agriculture because most people don't know what we do. And so in defining that, to help the consumer understand where their food comes from, we came up with 3 pillars. The first pillar is to be socially responsible, taking care of your animals as well as your family, your neighbors, and your community. It's about being environmentally sound, leaving the land in better shape than when you acquired it or started farming it, and then also being economically viable. You know, most of our rural communities in Nebraska really depend on vitality from the agricultural and especially livestock industry. So we talk about those 3 pillars when we talk about opportunities and ways that we can support people.
So folks watching this, maybe their community, they say, well, maybe our community could use something like this to create jobs or to do whatever, to better utilize those resources, maybe increase the market for some of the grains. How can they get a hold of you? What's that process to see if it's a project maybe that can move forward?
Well, you know, Nebraska is a big state, but I do visit communities on a regular basis. I go all over the state and love each individual rural community. So people can contact me at willowh@a-fan.org, or they can come to the website, which is becomeafan.org, and look at different videos and contact me through that way also.
All right, Willow, great update, and we'll look forward to continue to hear more great stories.
Well, thank you so much, Ken, for your support and giving me this opportunity to talk about livestock in the future.
Willow Holoubek, Executive Director of the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, has joined us. From Kearney, I'm Ken Rogers.